I just wanted to create some educational videos for people to go through and just understand some of the legal issues that go on in real estate. So every week we receive an email from AAR, which is Arizona Association of Realtors, and they talk about some of the legal topics that came up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the topic of it and explain it, and then that way if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. So this topic is going to be: a seller is not obligated to reduce the purchase price if the property appraises for less than the agreed upon price. So here's the facts of this. The buyer and seller entered into the Arizona Realtors Residential Resale Purchase Contract for the residential real property. The purchase price was $450,000. During escrow, the property was appraised for financing purposes. According to the appraisal, the property had a fair market value of $435,000. The buyer's agent claimed that in light of this appraisal, the seller is contractually obligated to reduce the purchase price to the appraised price of $435,000. So let's dig into this. During escrow, the property was appraised for financing purposes. So yes, when you're pulling out a loan, your FHA, conventional, VA, they're going to be asking for an appraisal on the property. Lenders have requirements, and this is one of the requirements they're going to ask you to do. So the issue is the seller obligated to reduce the purchase price in light of the appraisal? And here's the answer: no. Here's a discussion on this. If the property appraises for less than the purchase price, the buyer has the right to cancel the contract within 5 days after receipt of the appraised value. The buyer can either cancel or they can move forward with the transaction knowing that the purchase price is above the appraised value. There is no requirement, however, for the seller to reduce the purchase price based on the appraisal. So a home that's going to be at $450,000 and the appraisal comes in at $435,000, and the lender is saying that we're only going to approve you for $435,000, you will need to come up with that difference. So if you purchase a home that's at $450,000 and the home appraises for $435,000, and you want to move forward with that and the seller is not willing to drop their price, then yes, you will need to come up with the difference on that property. So if you say, I want to move forward with this, you will have to come up with the difference, which is $15,000 difference on top of what you're already paying for. If you found this information helpful, leave some comments down below.